Day 2.
We got in there. We were really early because I thought we were going to be like half an hour late. But we were half an hour early because I didn't know what time stuff started.
Yeah.
Misha was late. He was stuck in traffic, and then we saw him like running in, and like we were like, woo! And he's all windswept hair and stuff. And then he was like, yeah, I was stuck in traffic, so we got out and ran. It was so cute. And then
you went up to ask a question.
I went up to ask a question. I didn't get to ask it, but it's because there were loads of people, and he was like, he doesn't answer his questions straight, so.
So for a lot of them though, I did the same as you. Like, if you just go to the front and ask a question, you have like a really good view. I did that for quite a lot of people.
So like I could just see him like. He started playing Twister with people on stage because he was on about because all the parties we couldn't go to because we weren't staying at the hotel, but he was playing Twister with people and was like, yeah, we were playing it last night. Let's play it again. And then he got everyone who was in like cast cosplay to play it on stage and he was just kind of like spreading his legs everywhere. And it was really, really. And also,
you never raced with someone, was that?
Misha? She went to like sneak like across in front of the stage, and then they were all taking the mick out of her because she tried to do it really super quick, and then it was like really obvious. It was just really funny. So they kept taking the mick out of her all weekend, and then Misha was like, oh, let's race them. So then he raced her across the room, and I was stood like in the queue, and she like ran into the wall, and I don't think many people saw it apart from people in the queue, and he was just like, oh my god. And also there were all the like official event people who were filming, and Misha went up towards him, and because she started zooming in on his bum, so he turned around and zoomed in on her boobs. Yeah, it's really funny.
Misha photo. I don't have my Misha photo with me because Chloe has it. But yes, we queued up to get our Misha photos. It was so hectic because people were having their Misha photos and their Mark photos and their ones together all at the same time, and we were like, we didn't know where to queue up. We're not going to get our photo.
So for Misha one, we were queuing. When we were queuing, Mark was just stood there because he was just waiting. And then Lucy started giggling, and then he was like,
looked at him. He was like, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like,
he was like, "What's she giggling for?" And my sister was like, "She's probably just nervous." And he was like, "What?" So then we had the thing with Misha, and I went to like stand by him, but he probably like pulled me towards him, and I was like, "Oh, okay, then I didn't mind."
When we had ours, we had like a funny one. I'll have to like show the pictures and stuff. But so we went in, and then Chloe had she said, "Okay, funny faces." So I didn't see what he did until afterwards. So I'm like, and Chloe was supposed to put a face, and she meant to, but it took at the wrong point. So she's like smiling really nicely. But we got the picture back at the end, and he looks crazy. So I'm really glad he went for it. But yeah, again, he did the thing, and he was probably like,
he's really tall, and it's weird.
He is really tall.
Like he had to like properly like bend down for me and my sister, and he's still really tall.
After that, I had to immediately get in a queue for my Mark photo, which I do have. Yeah, so again, it was like we had to be really quick having our photo, and the queue wasn't too bad. And I was just when I was in the queue, Misha was just like sat there, so I could be like. What we said? Okay, in this photo, Mark looks really like unimpressed. He's not smiling at all.
Yeah. Our idea behind this, it looks like this is what Chloe's idea was. That they're like a couple they've been married for a couple of years, and it's not going very well, but they're still forced to go to like events together, so they're kind of just like putting up.
I mean, he really is not happy there. And Julian.
We went to Kim and Julian's panel, and Kim was just being amazing.
Really inappropriate again, just loads of swearing.
Yeah, she just talked about how much she loves like Jared and Jensen. She was like, I swear at one point she said she wanted to tie them up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said that.
Yeah. And Julian, I can't remember what it was. He said something that was really like inappropriate.
Was it? I don't remember that. Oh, it's because I was in my Mark photo.
He also said something really dark, and we were like, oh my god, and he's like, I'm just kidding.
Osric and DJ, the bit I most remember from this was someone asked if you could do anything and get away with it, what would you do? And Osric was kind of talking about killing people, and DJ was really like, oh my god. And everyone kind of was like, oh my god, Osric.
DJ was eating sweets for the whole thing. He was just, people gave him Skittles, then everyone just started throwing like sweets and chocolate at him. He was like, oh okay, then I'll have it. DJ also told a story about he got robbed by two little Spanish girls.
That was really funny.
And because he was trying to like stop one from being hurt or something, and then they robbed his wallet, and he was like, yeah, how did it even happen? And he was really hungover for this panel, so he had like,
the second day everyone was really hungover.
Yeah, so he had like sunglasses on and a hat, like a scarf wrapped around him.
I don't remember going to two separate Kevin panels. Oh, again, I do remember because he was like, oh, I can't make my physicist joke this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept making jokes about how he wanted to be a physicist if he wasn't an actor. And he was saying about, he was like, I bet people are going to be like, what's it like working with Johnny Depp? But yeah. Yeah, we saw them twice.
Rob and Emily again. And I've kind of mushed our ideas from both of them together into one thing. So then we had lunch, and all through the bits where they're not doing panels or something, on the screen they have either like bloopers videos from like the gag reels, or they have like they had gag reels from like the Avengers, and they had showing stuff.
They had stuff from like
Guild.
the Guild and like Geek and Sundry and stuff.
Yeah, loads of like they were just showing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because like, they just know what everyone likes. So it's like, hey, Felicia Day and Nathan Fillion and stuff.
Yeah. Matt panel after lunch. He is so lovely.
He's really funny.
He's really adorable, and he's just so young. And
he kept going up to he went up to the screen and it was really close up, and he was so cute.
There was one point where it was like right near the start, and he turned to do something, and because everyone could see his bum, everyone started like cheering, and he's like, "Is that all I have to do?" And then he just went on stage, like lifted up his top, like to show his bum, and everyone was like, "Woo!" But I went up to ask questions, so did Chloe. But
he was hugging everyone, like he was asking a question, because he was like, hugs make you happy. And then the events guy, Doug, who everyone loved because he was awesome, and he was like, when he came on stage, all the actors were like, no, they're going to take me away. And then Matt was like, oh, don't. He was like, hey, I'm going to do all my questions really quickly.
So yeah, we had to do like a quick round. So Chloe asked, have you ever experienced something like supernatural? And he's like, yes. And then he just
turned away, and then
goes
like,
next question.
Side.
And I asked him about if he'd been on the French Mistake, what did he think Sam and Dean would have thought of him? And he's like, I didn't see that episode. And I'm like, no, the one with the actors. And he's like, oh no, I did see that episode, I like that one. And he was like, I think I was awesome. And then I asked for a hug, so he came and gave me a hug. And he has such nice arms. Like, I can't address how nice his arms are. They're like, anyway, he gave me a hug. And then when he was giving me a hug, he said, did you see how I stuck my butt out to look cute?
And also, he hugged someone, and then he was like, oh, she bit me. It was on the clavicle though, it's fine. Yeah. Ty and Rick's panel, it was really cute because Ty was like, I'm going to film you guys singing You Are My Sunshine to my kids, and it was so sweet.
There was this really dark bit though where they started talking about who they would kill, and everyone was kind of like,
they meant like paedophiles and stuff, but they were like, it was just really
like,
dark.
They were just like, yeah, I'd kill him. And I'm like, okay.
Then we got our pictures, we collected them. Okay, Mark had another panel, and I asked him a question this time. I asked him about, can you do an impression of Sam? I said, can you do an impression of the Winchesters or Castiel? And he was like, they're not a collective. And I was like, they kind of are. And then he told a really irrelevant story about Jared, like, messing with the cameraman on set.
Like, sucking their ears.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
And he also showed, I saw it on his actual phone, like, actually with my eyes, of him kissing Jim Beaver from the episode when Bobby sold his soul. The last panel, Mark just came and sat in the crowd, and then Richard started pretending to be his mum from backstage, and he was like, Mark, are you speaking to the nice people about your mother? And then Richard came out, and Rob came out, and Matt came out eventually. There was a girl playing on a DS, and then they went to the back, and they were like, hey, what are you doing? So then they took it off her, and they were like, no, if we see you on your phone, we're taking them away. And Mark had some Jaffa cakes, and then Rob and Richard were like, what are they? And then everyone was just like, oh, you should try them. And Richard really liked them, and Rob was like, they taste like ass.
Rob was saying, oh, they should have a warning on them or something.
Yeah.
And then Richard was like, yeah, warning, delicious.
And then we had to wait a bit for the closing ceremony.
So emotional.
And it was really emotional. And
but they were all like crying, that's how much they enjoyed it. They were crying.
Yeah, and they were all on stage, and Osric's really short, so Ty put him on his shoulders, and it was really cute.
There was a bit where they were introducing Matt. Was it introducing Matt?
Yeah.
And saying about how he's like really gorgeous and stuff. And then Richard just kind of came on stage like, yes, thank you. And they like drag him off again. So
yeah, they showed the video of Misha when he was like running from the car. It was so sweet. And then he sat on a motorbike, and he was talking about he's going to be at Asylum 12. And then they made the announcement, Asylum 12 next year, and Misha's going, Ty's going.
Jim Beaver.
Jim and Mark are definitely going, and we may be going. So.
Yes, we want to go again. And overall, what was your experience?
Oh my god, it was so good.
I'm just
it's one of the best weekends of my life.
Yeah, honestly. And because we had exams like the next week, like 5 exams or something.
Yeah.
So it was like a really, really bad point for us to be going. But it was so like as soon as I was there, I'm like, I don't even care. Yeah. Like this is so worth it.
They're all really nice as well.
Okay, thank you for sharing our Asylum experience. The end.
Better stop filming in a minute. Oh, 10 seconds!
Oh!
Chloe's gonna be like the most busiest. He was spending.
busiest.
I'm gonna kill you.
Have and stop leaning out. You're not
Did
going to
you
be in
have
it. Is that a dead animal?
What I thought.
Oh no, I think it's some leaves and stuff.